Good morning and welcome to another 0 to 60. I'm Andrew.
I'm David.
And today we're in a Saab 9.3. This is a 2006 Saab 9.3, which means it is from the GM era. And we've been lucky enough to steal it from its current owner. It's not a freshie. It has done 250,000 kilometres.
It's done a lot of kilometres, but I have to say, just a heads up for Saab / GM, I guess, for those kilometres, it drives very straight, very true, and still feels quite tight.
It feels quite quick as well. I'm kind of interested to see what time it's going to do. Just so the viewers know, this one is the Aussie spec Saab 9.3, so it's got the B207R engine, which is around 150 kilowatts, 210 horsepower.
Yeah, but it is a 2-litre turbo?
It is the 2-litre turbo. It's the GM 2-litre turbo.
Yeah. Do you know the torque of this thing?
300 newton meters.
Really? At what RPM?
I think it's around 2.5 to 4,000, so it's pretty low in the range.
That's not bad. Okay, that's interesting. I thought being a 2-litre automatic 5-speed auto, it's gonna maybe struggle off the line. What do you guys think it's gonna do?
Let us know below. And
actually, click the poll.
Click the poll?
Click the poll. See how close you can get.
Now, I reckon it's going to be around 10 seconds, and I was just looking at our scoreboard. That puts it around the Volvo XC90 or the BMW 320 diesel.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I mean, I would say 10-second-ish is probably a realistic figure, but to be around those cars, that's interesting.
Yeah, these were claimed at 8.8. Obviously, that's perfect conditions when it's brand new. Yeah, so please let us know what you think it's going to do below. We're going to go and have some fun with it, and we'll see you in a few minutes. So there we have run one. That was 8.98 seconds, 0 to 100, and I actually still pulled 0.55 Gs. Something to note with that. That was in full auto mode. Start. And that was run 2. Wow, 8.82 seconds. That's really cool. All right, sweet. That managed to pull 0.641 Gs. That was in manually shifting mode, and I think they was short shifting a bit there. Well, let's go to the summary. That's God, what's that coming up close to?
Well, I'm thinking what about that manual E90, the 325?
The manual E90 was 8.88, so it's beaten a 2006 E90 manual 325. It's pretty impressive.
Hats off to Saab. That's mega. Even this thing, for something so old, it's still ranked as a 5-star NCAP rating.
I've always had a bit of a soft spot for Saabs. You haven't, but now you've been driving this for a little while. What do you think of it?
I'm just surprised. My most favourite thing is the boost gauge, little turbo gauge.
It does.
Especially when you're doing the runs. Oh, and by the way, the quickest way to get the quickest run was turn the traction control off, or the ESP off, and shift manually, and stall it up, and yeah, just a little bit of traction as it took off the line.
Were you short shifting?
Yeah, so you short shift early. The gearbox obviously isn't a racing gearbox, so you do shift early. But yeah, it changes just before the red line, and it seems to pull a bit harder than when it actually changes right at the red line. But actually, I'm surprised about the brakes. We haven't done many brake tests. I haven't collected that much data.
Got it. So this braked from 100 kilometers an hour down to 0 in 3.4 seconds, which the AMG 845 that we did last week, that was 2.94, so it's not miles.
What about distance? How long did it take to come to that stop?
Okay, the Saab was 44 meters, that's 100 to 0. The A45 AMG, the high performance, very expensive car, is 37 meters. So considering what these are worth,
that's phenomenal.
I think it's better than an A45.
That is crazy. In terms of handling, I must say it's not very connected to the road. Everything feels quite vague. But it still feels kind of luxurious because of that, if that makes sense. To be fair, it's good that even obviously this is on a GM platform, so underneath is mostly GM, you can still see and feel the
Saabness.
The weirdness of the Saab come through, yeah. all in all, especially after speaking to the owner, I've got a... Well, I can't not recommend this car. If you're in the market looking for a second-hand one...
The value?
Yeah, I know they're dirt cheap at the moment. This owner apparently has not had many issues at all, especially for 250,000 kilometres put on it.
Actually, on that note, if you would like to see a full review of this car and how it's worn and what it's like now it's this old with this many Ks, let us know below. Just comment and let us know. We will do one if you want to see it.
Yeah, but even some more quirky Saab features. We can go into more detail if you would like. Also, how did you go with your times? Were you close or you way off like we were?
Oh man, that's the first car that's really surprised us this much. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching. Thank you very much.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Perfect, perfect, perfect.